Oh God. Oh, sorry guys. Hello there, everyone. And I just thought I'd pop on and just say hello to all of you. What can I say? This is just like very ad hoc. I thought I'd come on live and have a little chat if anyone's around, and it's kind of basically let's just chat about anything while I'm kind of cozying up on the sofa. So hi everyone. So while we're waiting, just to let people know, because people click on your channel, your video, and they click off because they don't know what it's about. So let me just explain, because this is a new kind of YouTube thing. Now, this is, first of all, it's a community and it's a family. If you're new to my channel, welcome to our community, welcome to our family. Don't click off yet, because this channel is about intuitive energies, okay, intuitive psychic or psychic energies, where I use tools such as tarot. I also have made my own little affirmation cards with messages from the divine and all that kind of thing, which I'm going to be using in my future readings. So this is what this is. And also a little bit of a spin-off here is that I do celebrity readings, and I also do the royal family. So got that out of the way. And sometimes new viewers, I sometimes come on to surprise my community. We've had some people following here for years, and I love you. I love you to come if you're new too, absolutely, and join into the community. So that's what we do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm coming on and surprising you, and we can talk about anything. This is about anything. So that's what my channel is all about. And if you're thinking we can talk about anything, go and look at my channel. What my channel is about intuitive energies, tarot, and looking in between the lines, looking into the inroads. Go and have a taster of one of my readings that I've done on the royal family. I also do, questions and answers for people, and I also do personal readings too. So yeah, so it's all pretty good stuff. I actually like to do read about past life. I'm into spirits, and I like to delve into spirit guides and all of that kind of thing, past lives, and parallel universes, if you like. But yeah, all about the universe, all about the paranormal. Love all of that stuff. And so sometimes we chat about that kind of thing. So hello. And so let me just have a look here to wear these glasses to see your chat. So hi there, Heike, how are you? And oh, you're a Virgo sun. Yes, and I also do horoscopes, which I have been tied up with a lot of things, and you're probably waiting to find out about your horoscopes too, and your taroscopes, and I love to do those too. I follow all the planetary alignments and all that kind of thing, and I've been tied up with lots of things technical. I'm a kind of a little bit of a one-man band, and so if you are following me, I can see a few people or new people. Hi there. Hi, new people. Love to see you. And I've got this thing blocking the chat here, which is a bit annoying. So if I can't see what he's saying, because I've got this pop-up here and I don't know how to get that down, which is a bit annoying. I'm trying to sort some things out with the channel. I think many of you know that creators, and I have put this on my community, I've uploaded a video that some guy made, because I'm glad he did. There's other people that have made these videos that are bigger than my channel that are actually going through the same frustrations. You know, I started 6 years ago, and 5 years ago I could live off what, you know, I could live off what you know, because I actually even gave up a career in the medical. I used to be a nurse, and I gave that up because they seemed to be going really enough to live on. I'd be happy with what I'm making on here, and I was happy to create this lovely community and build up this community. And up until about, I would say, a year ago, I was okay. I was doing okay. I could, you know, I could feed myself. I could live off what I was making. Up to about a year ago, things started to change with YouTube, and we got all these new rulings. It seemed like we just got so one after the other kind of ruling, changing the policies and all this kind of thing, which was overwhelming because, you know, a lot of us who do YouTube gave up some professional jobs to do this, because this is something that we dream about. A lot of us are very professional people that own YouTube channels, especially the ones that hang around, like somebody like me or lots of others are willing to put their brain power into keeping their channel and putting every energy that they can think of to keep things going. It's a shame. It's a shame because and I don't want to get stressed about it. Lots of people who followed me for a long time. Thank you, new people. Thank you. This is about anything. It's about a chat and making it clear to everyone that a lot of YouTubers are struggling. And it's nothing to say, your channel's crap, you're not to, you know, you ought to do some better content, you know, your thumbnails are garbage. No, it's all to do with they don't run it on they don't run it on manpower. It's all remotely on by thank you for your donation. Thank you. It's all done by computer algorithms, and and if you're I don't know if and it's also to do with clickbaiting, because I've done a lot of study on it. So if you've created this thumbnail which you feel is appropriate to your channel, like me, you know, I'm a intuitive energy reader. I've just done a reading on Meghan Markle or Prince Harry or the Queen or something like that. I will put the Queen on my thumbnail, and apparently that's not relatable to the audience that I'm trying to target, because they've changed everything on YouTube. So because it's not relatable, well, what is relatable? Because I am talking about this person. You see, a year ago, that was so different. I was putting those things like Meghan on the front there, and people knew what I was doing, knew what I was talking about, and they would click. But now it's like something to do with not being relatable. It's got into a big real mess. Some people have had these stupid these ideas on YouTube, thinking that it's a great, you know, forward thinking thing. Hi, Heike. What's that? Can I please pick up on your dead boyfriend, Lawrence Hopla? Oh, I'm sorry for his passing. Sorry about that. What direction does God want me to go on in life? Look, there's no need to be depressed, okay? Let's lift you out of that because there's too much. You see, we have this society at the moment, and also this channel is all about healing, and it's all about reaching out and caring for each other in an empathic sense and a caring sense. So, Aki, I know it's okay for me to say, do not get yourself into that funk of so intuitively. I don't want to get too heavy here on YouTube about did he commit suicide? Because I may be totally wrong there. I feel I might be wrong there, but you're not to blame for that. You're not to blame for him, okay, passing. And I feel that you may kind of blame yourself for that. What I'm picking up here, energy-wise, for society at the moment, there's too much narcissism in our world, and there's not enough love and extending out to each other like they used to be. Say 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we used to help each other and be comrades with each other on this journey. But now it seems like people and also these trolls on all these social media are pushing people over the edge, and we've heard of people in the UK that have I don't want to put a downer on this show, okay, but there's too much of this going on in the world, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. There's a lack of empathy, And I want to drag you out of that depression there, because I don't feel you're getting the support that you need to get either. And you do need to have this, because you're asking me, what does God want me to do in my life? I feel that you're lost, and I feel that you need some kind of guidance here. I'm really sorry that this death of your boyfriend Lawrence has actually sent you onto this spin of being lost, of where you're sensing your own mortality. All I can say, Ike, please give me an email, okay? I will chat to you for free, because this is too much to talk about on here, if that's okay. I'm not being rude, but thank you for your donation. But it's a discussion that we can talk about, is all this trolling, and I've been through it myself on here, and I must admit it has real, and it's this kind of, please give me an email. I will gratefully, because I'm an empath, and I want to, I want to help you there, okay? Please don't be depressed, because this society at the moment is all about me being better than you, not me personally, but the next person being better than the other person and dragging the other person down. Sitting behind a computer and trolling is one of the worst things in this society at the moment, okay? It seems like, and I've had it myself, I've had people threatening me with all sorts of things, which is ridiculous. And if you're not as strong in mind, body and spirit, this can really affect you. And but let's lift the spirits up here. I'm sorry that this has happened to you. I'm sorry. Please don't blame yourself for this passing of your boy. I don't want you to do. I want you to kind of be higher awareness than that of what, and I will help you with that. Okay, if you come and chat to me in my email, and I hope that I can lift you up to a higher vibration. Okay, and I want to lift everybody up here too. I don't want to start spiraling this show down into the abyss, because I don't want to go there. I don't do darkness. But I'm sending my love, sending all of my healing energy to you. Okay, absolutely. I'm going to surround you with protective, loving, healing energy. Okay, that's what I do. Even so, I will still get attacked for being like that. I think I got a really horrible email the other day, and again, it's hateful people. And I feel that my channel has been struggling, but so has another million channels been struggling because of these changes with YouTube and this algorithms, which are just will not stop targeting certain channels for no particular reason. So and because of that, I've had lots of haters because of that, because of wanting to keep my community going, wanting to keep our lovely family here going. Okay, and fighting to keep this going, because this means the world to me, and it means the world to a lot of my followers here who feel this energy, this healing energy. What's that, Eva? I miss our community when it was very positive, then all of a sudden this spiraled down too much with. Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry, Yvette, that happened. There is this sense of having to, with YouTube, and again, it's YouTube. I'm blaming YouTube for everything here, I know. But YouTube want you to talk about things that are sensationalized, or they don't give you any, they don't see us, people will click onto YouTube is just drenched of videos, and everybody has to make an income, and this has got the income that you can make from YouTube is got so bad that people are now looking for shock factors to actually get their videos seen, and they're doing things that they don't want to do now, because otherwise people will not be able to feed themselves. So I actually went, and I'll tell you the story. I went and started doing celebrities, and then we got this woman entering the royal family who was who was a mixed race. There was this big wedding, and it's British, and it's British, and then I started with the wedding, and I started doing premonitions of that, and then it spiraled out of control. It really did. It has. And it's still ongoing. Now, I love to do my spiritual, but if we go over to another platform, I do that. I have lots of different. You see, a lot of my followers, I have followers that are interested in what's behind the scenes of celebrities, the royal family, and people like that. They want the nitty-gritty. They want me to go diving deep into what is going on. They want to know, and what I see behind that. And I have Well, I believe that I have this gift, this intuitive gift, to be able to share some of that with you. Some of it may be true, some of it may not be, but I have a part of the community, a lot of the community, that love that. They want me to look into psychic detective work and all this kind of thing. And I have another part of my community that love the tarot scopes. And I remember when I used to do drunken readings, and I used to, and I can't even drink now, but I used to, when I was out in Greece, I was doing a bottle of wine night. So we would get together and we would have get our bottles of wine, and we would say what bottle of wine we've got, and we would all sit and have. I would do readings and that kind of thing, and yeah, it was a bit mad, but it was funny and it was good fun. It was good fun. Of course I miss that. Yes, I do miss that. It did. See, you're right, and thank you for that feedback, that it's kind of got a bit heavy, and I think it has. I just feel in general that YouTube are looking for videos that are going to get a lot of audience, and things that are sensational. That's why we're getting a lot of these readers that are actually saying things, which I don't want to go on about other readings, but are saying that Archie doesn't exist, that Archie is living somewhere in Africa, that they're putting some kind of spin on things to do that. If I'm doing a reading, I am doing something on Patreon at the moment, and it's about the MI5, MI6. It's a little bit naughty going that deep, but again, I have my followers who love that kind of thing. They want to know. So, but there seems to be like one following the other at the moment, which is like one episode, 2 episodes, 3 episodes. But that's on Patreon, and I'm not doing that for clickbaiting. You join Patreon. It's not. You become a patron. It's $5. I think it's $5 a month to become a patron. And I do a lot of uncut readings on there, and so I don't do it for clickbait. I do it because I want to do it. I want to do that for my community. My community has requested for me to do that, so I'm doing it for the community. On YouTube, it's like your video will not even get a look in if you don't jump up there with some kind of crazy idea. And this is where it's going wrong, because like I said, 5 years ago, I was earning enough to live on, and I was doing my horoscopes and my bottle of wine night and silly things like that, and the community loved it. But now it's having to search for things that, and I don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it where I'm having to I don't like to compete, first of all, and it's like a lot of the readers are competing for the most sensationalized video that will compete with theirs, and it's not why I came onto YouTube. It's not why I came onto YouTube, to get on the highest rating. Maybe that's why I'm not so high up there, because it's not important to me. But then have I got to then jump on the bandwagon of doing all these crazy readings saying that Archie's not a boy, he's a girl, really, and Megan is a transvestite, and all this kind of palaver. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about other readers, but it is about it's like shock bait, it's sensationalizing bait and that kind of thing. So let's have a look at your comment. Hello, Michelle. It sounds like YouTube wants the more sensational videos, like what's trending. Yeah, you see, I got called boring. Oh, your readings are boring. It's just my style, you know. I take my time, and I take my time to bring in the energies. What's that? Hi, Yvonne. I have an idea to do some call-ins, live call-ins. Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, and another thing, I used to do that, but if I'm going to do live callings and you want to, thank you for that, because I think you remember me when we used to do super chat questions, and that's, you know, that's another thing as well, that I used to, if you want to ask a personal question, you would do a super chat. So yeah, and it was great because lots of people were asking me to channel people for them and all that, you know, like a show. And but they would super chat, and I would go and answer the questions for them. And that was good fun too. But that seems to have, you know, I have offered super chats, but it seems to have, you know, people, I don't know what's happened to YouTube. I told, hi everyone. Hi there, Shanley. Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you guys. Lydia. And yeah, you remember Yvette. Yeah, and nobody seemed to bother, did they? It's like it was a natural thing to just give a super chat for a question, and that seems to have gone. I have offered to do that again, but it doesn't seem to. So, if anybody's got any suggestions, either we can talk about it here. If you've got any suggestions of, because I'm a little bit lost here with YouTube, what to do anymore, and I'm actually thinking, and I think this is an announcement that I've joined 2 or 3 other platforms, but that means that I've got to build a channel, like a channel on each platform. Now everybody knows I've got this on Patreon. I'm going to be working on the other 2 tomorrow. One of them is BitChute, and another one is me off with BitChute because they do coins or something. You buy coins, and somebody actually, I don't know, there was a hacker that got into the coins there. So a little bit, but anyway, I am going to be setting up 2 other channels on. I'm possibly using the same videos, but I am looking at other. I've got history on here, 6 years, and I used to love it, and it's hard for me to let go of YouTube, you know, because I've worked so hard for this community that I don't feel it's ever going to be the same as it used to be. You know, with the bottle of wine nights and the super chats and all those lots of fun things we used to do. Because it's all about trying to make the most exciting video now, and most sensational video, to otherwise you don't get a look in. And we didn't have to worry about that before. We just made videos. We just made videos, and now it's like thinking of, oh, what do I have to put on the thumbnail? Because if I put something that's not relatable to this and then this, you have to be so clever now to be a channel owner. And if you're not, you're finished. You're finished basically. You've got to understand all the analytics, which I have done. Now, there's another thing. I don't know whether I should share this with you or not, but my analytics do not make sense. I have got, and I thought that impressions were when somebody clicked onto your video to watch it. And so all of those don't make sense. I have got 15,000 on one of them that I've done recently. I've got 15,000 impressions and I've got 1,400 views. Don't kind of get that. I don't kind of get that. To me, that is saying, and they're saying that, some of them that clicked onto your video is not classed as a view. I don't believe that I have only got, oh gosh, how much is 7% of the views, the clicks that have gone onto my video? I don't believe that I've only got 7% of that. 15,000 impressions and 1,400 views. Now, I don't know about you guys. Do you watch, some of my videos? Do you watch them all the way through? Because I think a lot of you do. But apparently my analytics saying that not many people watch my videos all the way through. Is that right? So I have to say, if you want to support my channel, and this is another thing that's like, I click onto a video. Don't stay on it just for like 5 minutes and say, oh, I've got something to do. I'll come back to that later. I'll just have a look. Don't do that. If you're going to click it, well, you can if you want to. But if you want to support me, click the channel. And if you haven't got time to watch it, let it run through at least, okay? Because if you don't, if you click it just to check, say I'll come back to that later, and you don't mean it, then YouTube think that that's the person that's bored with it within 5 minutes and then clicks back off it again. When really it's possibly somebody saying, oh, I'll just put that on hold while I go and make a cup of tea or a coffee. That's changed too. That's all changed. So if you do that, that actually makes your channel go backwards. It's what it's saying to the analytics is, oh, people are bored with that because they're clicking off it after a few minutes. When really you're probably thinking, oh, I want to go to the toilet. I'll get myself a glass of wine. Oh, I'll just get myself sorted first, and all that kind of thing. So bear that in mind, guys, if you are clicking onto because it's all changed since last year. That will put me really low in the rankings, if you click off it after like 2 minutes, or just have a look, see who's on the chat first. And that, you don't mean it. I know you don't mean it, but that is right. That would be marked as it would be a black mark on my channel, and they would put it in the lower rankings. So people get bored with it after a few minutes. All a bit silly, all a bit odd how it's all worked out now. It never used to be like that. I've made so many complaints. Let's have a look. Maybe if you went back to creating more astro signs readings on topics about mental health. I love doing that. I do, but they're not popular. They're not ranking popular. And I don't mean that because I love to do that. But if I do, I have to be honest with you, because if you want to know why I'm not doing these things. It's because astro signs and things like that, which I love to do, are seen as boring and not popular. They want sensationalism, and they just get disregarded. You would possibly get, which I have got 500 views for the ones that I did recently, but for that I just do not make any money at all. I will not make anything for those astro signs. So what's that, Rose Petals? I put you on the big television and I listen to you and I get things done. Thank you, Rose Petal. Well, this is it, and a lot of you do that. I just want to what's that? It happens to me on other channels. What's that? Sorry. Yeah, so there's lots of issues with YouTube at the moment. And it's so disheartening because I love to do astro signs. I love to do, but I've been pushed in a way to do things a little bit more exciting, like celebrity readings and things like that. And a lot of YouTubers are doing stuff that's going to get the views. Because if you don't, you will just get forgotten about. And then you'll get shut down because nobody's interested in what you're doing. It's a sad fact, and this is why people are going a little bit crazy with their readings and saying ridiculous things. It's just to create sensationalism, controversy, and all of these kind of things. Why do YouTube want that? And I'll get on to other subjects in a minute. I just want you to know and be aware of this. Why do YouTube want that? Because when people come flooding onto that channel, onto that video that's sensationalized and controversial, they're going to watch the adverts that are on that channel. And what do YouTube get if they get onto that they get monetized? Because they're going to get lots of views for that video. What do YouTube get from all of that? All of those visitors to that controversial video. They get their money from the advertisers, don't they? So it's all a bit cutthroat. It's gone all a bit kind of on what you do is so respected. And you could be an amazing creator. Look at the one. I put this creator, in he's going through the same BS as what I'm going through, because I would like to just do astro signs, and I would like to do horoscopes and things like that. And I would like to just concentrate on beautiful energies. I'm telling you the truth now, guys. So enough of this, okay? I just want to say that what I really truly want to do, I am doing on Patreon, okay? I want to do videos that are 45 minutes long. That people, these clickbaits getting bored and clearing off, and then mine goes to the bottom of the pile because it's regarded as boring to YouTube. I don't want that. I want to be a creator, and I want to give you 45-minute readings, and that's what I do on Patreon. So unfortunately, I have to now look at, because if I want to be the true creator that I am, I have to look at other platforms. And I'm really sorry, guys, that I have to do this, but I'm not a clickbaiting person. I don't want to go down that road but I'm shortening them on YouTube, and I'm actually doing really long ones on Patreon that people appreciate and know what I do. So I have Vimeo. I've started Vimeo, and I will look at doing astro signs on Vimeo. I'm going to let you know all about these new platforms if you're interested in following me. Okay. This is a great platform because we can come on live, you can do super chat, we can do all of those things. Okay. Cobe, Bryant, is he the I'm thinking about doing different things too. We've also had somebody in the UK that committed suicide. Now, I don't want to do a downer on that. I don't think it's the right thing to do because it's only happened last week, and it's really sad. I don't want to look into that just yet, but I've thought about doing that. Yeah. And you've been watching for a year now. Even in a year, it's changed. Okay. Even when I was doing the royal readings in the beginning, it was fun because it was all about Harry meeting this commoner and all this kind of thing. And then she was finding it difficult to fit in, and she was going against protocol. And it was just a light-hearted look at the royal family, and each week it just got darker and darker and darker. And I've just decided what I'm going to do with the royal family is concentrate on the emotional aspects, look into how do they feel, how does Meghan feel, and things like that on YouTube. Going longer and deeper into those readings, I will do it on Patreon. Okay. I don't want to go. I'll be honest, I'm not that kind of a reader. And I don't want to put the people down. But I don't think it's ever going to change. I feel that the majority of people will be driven to these sensationalized channels that YouTube want. They want they want these drama-filled channels that attract the audience to actually make money for YouTube. They don't care about people that just want to do normal things, because that's boring. That's boring. You'll be put at the bottom of the pile. You'll be forgotten about, because we're more interested in these controversial videos now. We're not interested in you people that are normal and do light-hearted things. We want heavy things. We want things that are going to drag in the audience. We want it raw and I can't do that every day. I can't do it. So I do want to get back to the light-hearted things. I wish we could go back to when we were just talking about hosiery and 5-inch heel stiletto heel shoes. It's sad that it's gone that way, and somebody has to say something. Hello, Triple Gemini. Hi, Yvonne. So sorry about all the issues you are getting through. Sending you lots of love and prayers. Yeah, it is concerning. But like I said, if anybody wants to educate themselves what's going on on YouTube and why that I am actually moving to other channels or other platforms, is because I'm sick of this. Plain sick of it. Okay. It's just got to some kind of channel battles, wars, who can do the most. Yvonne, you told us that Harry and Meghan are still together and still love each other in Canada, and the rest of the channels are saying that they've separated, they're divorced, they're not together. Archie's with the Queen, and I think, you know, this is like, because the way I see it is they are feeding the audience. You see, the audience don't see this. They are feeding the audience of this thrill-seeking sensationalism. I'm sorry, but I'm a truth teller, and I always will be. Okay. I wish, yeah. My cards. I will get those. I need to get on top of my game. I need to put YouTube down. I've been battling with this for over 8 months now, and I'm sure you're sick of me bitching and moaning about it. I'm not the only one. It's just because I'm doing normal things that it's boring, and I've been put at the bottom of the pile. So let's get some other platforms up and running, and let's move on and do what we want to do. Not how many kind of clicks we can get and adverts we can get for YouTube to make money. So Robin, Yvonne, I've been keeping up with all the posts, and I'm so sorry for all of the craziness you have been through. Yeah, you've got to do what makes you happy. Yeah, because I think the viewers actually feel that because you're being pushed out of YouTube, it's because you're not succeeding. Well, why was I succeeding last year? What's changed in the last year? Well, there's been a takeover of YouTube. There's been new rules on YouTube. And I've been, a lot of YouTubers being affected by it, so it's not just me. Okay, so look at Yankee Wally was told that she's just finished, and she got shut down. I got shut down for a week, and she had to go to court to get hers back up and running. So I think the only way to resolve this to go back to what I was doing before, which was light-hearted readings with some astro signs and all that kind of thing, is to go to another platform, and starting with Patreon. And I'm not just saying that to get you over there. I'm saying that to actually tell you why I'm doing this. Okay. So that out of the way, if you want to get to know what other YouTubers are thinking, you think it's just me going through this, I've put it on my community section. There's a video there that explains exactly what most of us are going through. Okay. Yeah, I think we're sick of the sensationalism, Shanalee. Absolutely. And people are getting confused by these readings. Well, who's right? Because now I'm confused. One's saying this, the other's saying this, you know. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Yvonne. You never read my comments. I told you to ask me about the truth. Okay. I am here to help everyone and reveal the truth about the body doubles and switching conspiracy. I am the real wife. Okay, Beverly, interesting. That's intriguing. Wow. Okay. That's intriguing. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it's intriguing. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, it's been draining. I just would love to go back to not the body doubles or the switching conspiracies and things like that. I'm not interested. I just would like to go back to the light-hearted things, have a laugh, do some readings, a little bit of super chat. That would be great. But I don't think it's ever going to go back there, in all honesty. So what happened to Yankee Wally? Well, she got a channel back. She got shut down. I think from what I heard, pretty much like me, she got shut down, and then she took them to court, and she won to get her channel back up because she'd got a following, a huge following. She was, she was living off that, was her income. And she'd worked so hard to build that up, because it's not an overnight thing. It takes 5-6 years to build up a channel. It's not an overnight thing. And even after 6 years, it's like it's just enough to live on, kind of thing. So that's why a lot of us are not so keen about giving our channels up, because we've worked so hard to do this, and that kind of thing. So anyway, hi everyone, thank you for coming here, and your Facebook was deleted. Yeah, it just can go just like that. I doubt if anybody from YouTube are watching this, but I have to say there's lots of creators out there that are tired of this. Really, really tired of these new kind of things you've brought. You've made it so difficult for creators. So difficult to do this anymore. So what I'm going to do, I've made some little bit of fun. Let's go back to the fun here. I've made some affirmation cards here. So what I'm going to do is a quick reading. Okay, I'm going to do a reading here, a daily reading. So let's do a daily reading. This is for all of us. Okay, a daily reading. So could we have a daily reading, because it's getting late here in the UK? So can we have a daily reading? Let's have some fun. And if anybody wants to give a super chat, that would be fantastic, because I will not, like we used to do, but it's up to you. Okay. So let's have a look here at the daily read. Let's have a look at the daily read here. I mean, it must be confusing. Before I go into the daily read, it must be confusing for you guys, you viewers, you followers, thinking, my God, why is that person losing their channel? What have they done so wrong? Why is this happening? Why is that? Oh, maybe they deserve it. Maybe they deserve to lose their channel. Maybe they are rubbish at what they do. So maybe we should go and follow that sensationalized conspiracy reader. Maybe we should forget about that person. And then, the cycle goes on to think, okay, well, everybody's going towards that over there where it's sensationalized and conspiracy. But I don't want to go there. I actually want to go to Yvonne, who is a little bit lighter and who kind of is a little bit more kind of realistic. But why? So it must be confusing to you viewers. That's all I can say. Yeah. So, okay, for the daily read, let's look at the daily reads. Challenges in communications. Okay. Challenges in communications. That can be challenges in communications with your family, your lover, your partner, maybe the whole bloody lot. Okay, maybe the whole bloody lot, because, sorry about swearing, but this could be challenges in communicating with everybody. Okay, because that's how I feel at the moment. That's how I feel. So, okay, so I get, wow. So this is challenging communications with your lover. this is the daily read. So this is coming up. So this is a partner, a husband, a lover, challenging communications. Maybe they did something wrong. Maybe they cheated on you. Maybe they were treating you a little bit bad, you know, a little bit crappy. And you thought, I'm done with this. I don't need this. I've got this to deal with and I don't need that. So you're thinking, well, the communication is very drained. It's very difficult. And I haven't got the energy to deal with this, because that's coming through too for this daily read. And this is what I love doing the best, is intuitive energy readings. Difficulties in communication. You may be sat at home all day and you think, well, I'm retired. Where does that relate to me? Well, you may be retired. You may be, sorry, getting myself comfy. You may be trying to communicate with your family. But every time you try to communicate with somebody in your family, you get your head bitten off. Or you try to talk to your neighbour and your neighbour say, not now, okay, I'm busy, you know, that kind of thing. So either way, there is a difficulty in communicating here. Okay. So thank you, Lisa. You've got the hang of this, haven't you? I think you're from the old school one I used to do. Thank you. I will look at that very briefly. So I get here, difficulties communicating with this person, and it's driving you crazy. All these people around you. Yeah, it can make you feel like screaming. I'm certainly going through this at the moment. Going through this at the moment. There's just seems to be zero communication about anything. Now, we have the Strength card, and the Strength card is you're having to be very strong over this. Very, very strong. It's like the strongest you've ever had to be. Having to, you know, this person may have done you wrong. You know, may have done you wrong, and you're thinking, I want to say something. My God, do I want to say something, but I can't, and I've got to be strong. I've got to be strong. So this is coming through for the daily read. So Lisa, we'll just stop there and thank you for your donation there. How does Kevin feel about you? Again, another communication thing there, I think, Lisa. I feel that Kevin does not know how to communicate with a woman. I feel that a lot of men do not know how to communicate with a woman. Not a lot of men, most men. Sorry. I'll just, because if he just tell you how he felt about you, why can't he just sit down? Why can't Kevin just sit down and just say, I've missed you, and we just found it, you know, I'm trying to get on the same page as you. I'm trying to work this with you. But why can't a guy say that? Why can't a man actually, Lisa, sit down and just say these things? How does he feel about you? What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull out a little affirmation card. Well, I feel that he doesn't believe in himself, this Kevin, and his self-esteem is slightly low. He feels that you are more successful than him, Lisa. That's what I'm picking up here. Insecurity. That's what I get. So how does he feel about you? Well, I feel he thinks that you're too good for him. Or although I don't feel that he would extend that to you, but I feel he feels that you feel that you're too clever. And how does he feel about you? He just feels that, again, how can you get yourself into a guy's mind who's not very good at communicating? It's all about communicating, okay. Yeah, I feel he does care about you, Lisa. But he's very much not sure which direction to go. Now, I don't feel this is another person. I feel this is in his life, okay? And it seems as if you're very mature and you want to take this step to, living together, being grown up and doing that kind of thing, okay? Being grown up, doing that kind of thing, and actually taking it down that route of maturity, getting a house together, nesting, buying furniture together, going to the supermarkets together and things like that. Well, this guy is kind of not mature enough really to do that. So because he's not mature enough and he's not grown up enough to, I mean, you could be 65 and still be like that, okay? So I get here the Two of Swords, and he does care about you, Lisa, but he's not sure which direction to take, whether the grown-up direction of actually getting a house together, having kids, or if he's already got kids, just getting into another serious relationship, or just being single. That's just it, really. That's what I get here. He does care about you, okay. If you do want to take that onto a longer reading, please give me an email. We'll look into that, okay. Hi, Sonia. Hi there. Let's have a look here. What's held by review? Have we got a lot of trolls here? Because we're getting quite a few people being deleted. Why is that? Okay. Hi, Sonia. Hi. I would like to know if my health will improve. Okay, Sonia. Thank you for contact. Thank you for your donation. Sonia, I feel this came on through a stress-related. I feel it's stress-related. Your illness. Now I can't pinpoint the illness, but I get it stress-related, and where's the email? Hi there. Okay, so get yourself a pen and paper. It's sixsensetarot@gmail.com. Okay, I just did a reading tonight, actually. sixsensetarot@gmail.com. Easy to remember. sixsensetarot@gmail.com. And it's on most of my videos in the description box if you forget that, okay. So So thank you. Thank you. So I do get a stress related, Sonia. I'm sorry I can't see your message because oh, here we go. Yeah, Sonia. Yes, absolutely. Recently divorced and lost my mom. So I get this is something that's caused by stress initially, and then this led to this immune system problem. And this is partly to do with this illness. Now, I can't pinpoint the illness. I can't diagnose on here anyway. I know that I used to nurse, but I can't diagnose. But I get, yeah, I feel this is very much to do with your cortisone levels being too high for too long. Yeah, that's a double whammy. Divorce and losing your mom. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry that happened. Oh, they were trolls. Okay. I didn't realise they were trolls. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. What was she saying? I never even noticed. So yeah, so that is a double whammy. I get, are you going to, I think the first thing you have to do, if you've got something, and I know this is difficult because a divorce is so hard to get through, and the loss of your mum, oh my goodness, I can't imagine. Now I get, coming from the universe here, from the divine, even from your mum, okay, saying, get yourself out. I know it's springtime coming, okay. Get yourself out in some lovely countryside and walk across some lovely fields. And just breathe in that fresh air in nature, okay. Get yourself in nature and just let that, you know, because it's windy at the moment too. Are you in the UK? Because it's windy at the moment in the UK. Let that breeze blow your hair all over, wild if you like, and breathe in that fresh air. Don't care if it's raining. Let it rain. Just walk in the lovely countryside and just take it in. And the peace, let that peace enter your mind and heal you. That's coming through here. When you do that, you'll know what I mean. Okay, you'll know what I mean when you go and do that. I don't care if it's a really blustery day. Get your scarf on. Get your coat on. Go and do that walk. Go and walk through the park. And do it in daylight. Where there's people. Well, I'd rather do it without people around. If it's a safe area, okay. Don't do it in an unsafe area. Go and walk through the park for an hour. Let that wind blow through your hair. And I think what I'm picking up here, you'll know what I mean when you do that. You'll know what I mean. Because what that does, what that will do is it will take you back to earthy nature. And it will start to naturally reduce those cortisone stress hormones. Naturally. It's a natural get out into the fresh air, into the countryside, into nature. Automatically brings all of these stress levels down. And just noticing, especially when you've got loss in your life, like the loss of your mom, the loss of you start to see the beauty in things around you. And that's going to start to help you heal. Because I feel this is very stress related, and you need to first do that, is to bring those hormones, those stress hormones down. I feel this is to do with your immune system not working as it should do. Okay. Thank you for that. That was quite interesting. Anybody that's going through any kind of stressful loss or anything like that, go put that big coat on. I don't care if you've not had a wash and you've just got out of bed. Go and put your big coat on, put your boots on, get yourself walking through that park and that parkland in that countryside. And let nature do its work. Okay. I hope that helps because that's what I got here. Okay, Sonia, thank you. Thank you for that question because we've helped a lot of people here too. Okay. Yeah, everything that goes with it, hypertension. In fact, tomorrow, let's all do that, okay? I'll get our big coats out and we don't care what we look like and go for that walk in the wind and the rain and just go, okay, just go. So let's get along with the day. Thank you. Wow, I love that. That was great. So we get here communications with a lover. All people around you drives you crazy. And the strength card here. Wow, you've had to contemplate so much recently. You have had to think about things, think things through. Yeah, I can see that. I can see, you've had to do that. Things have really slowed down too because you've had to take time out to contemplate about many things. Many things. I do get this as an end of a very important relationship. An end of a very important relationship. There may have been confusion, conflict around this, but much of an uncertainty. This person was very uncertain about you, and maybe they was uncertain that you may be a difficult person to deal with, and they were uncertain that they wanted to be with somebody like you. So instead of being in this grown-up relationship, I get somebody who's quite weak too, and I'm not going to deal with you. Just shut up. Don't speak to me. I'm walking out the door. I can't deal with this right now because they've never dealt with things. Maybe this is the other person thinking, because they know that you mean business here. Then there's the narcissism comes through here. Narcissistic. There's too many narcissists in this world, I'm afraid. Somebody is also keen to succeed. They feel that they are, what's coming through here, they feel that they are not, they are failing. They feel that they are failing in life. And they just want to succeed. But this person has got this fear of not succeeding, and this is affecting your relationship. Or you may be like this. Okay, you may be like this and you're thinking, I just want to succeed. You don't care about me not succeeding. You don't care about me not wanting to do this. Why don't you damn well support me? All this going on. Okay, and I get the Nine of Pentacles. This is what you want. You want the nice curtains, the nice sofa, the nice cutlery, the tablecloths, everything kind of homely. Well, nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Not at all. And I feel you just want to succeed. So why does this person does not want to succeed with you? And this is what this communication breakdown is all about. They are so desperate too to succeed, but in a different sense. What's that, Libby? Yvonne, do you think the UK and Ireland will eventually get a nice summer or any sunshine this year? With the coronavirus, what's that? Well, there's so much going on. You're right. Well, I've lost your comment there. Oh, there we are. It's jumping all over. With the coronavirus, I'm not tempted to go abroad. Well, this year I feel we're going to get a lot of, we're already getting it actually, the windy weather. And it's like the big kind of dramatic clouds, isn't it? The big clouds. I think this summer, especially springtime, there's going to be these big dramatic clouds, and it's like you can see them in the distance, and it's like you're in the calm before the storm, and it's very calm without no wind or rain. Then all of a sudden, big. This is what's coming through. Big kind of, very kind of speedy storms, windy, raining, and then it stops. And then it's like you're in the eye of the storm again. It's like, oh, okay, we've got a bit of sunshine for, I wonder how long this is going to last. And then it kind of brews. I'm getting this. I don't know whether that's going to be all the way through the summer. Yeah, this is crazy. Kind of rainfall coming from the north, heat coming from the south, and this is creating this windy kind of weather. And the coronavirus, we're only a small island in Ireland and in England, but for England, I feel that there's going to be very strict quarantine, and I feel that we're going to get some kind of either health advert on TV or something like this that's going to educate people, or just to say, if anyone has got any kind of signs of a cold or a flu, or they feel they're sneezing and they're getting to do not go to the GP, to ring up the surgery and just inform. Okay, I feel this is going to come out soon. In England, we're going to be very strict with quarantine. There has to be something done as well at the borders as people come through. I don't know what they're going to do there. But anyway, that's answered that question for you. I can't tell you what to do about your holidays, I'm afraid, but that's totally your choice. Okay, so okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I get like this, I don't care if it's a wild weather, get yourself out there, get yourself your big coat, and also that's good for getting rid of viruses too. And let that wind blow. Maybe that's why we're not going to get so much of the coronavirus, because we're so windy. You know, the coronavirus cannot spread because the wind is just blowing all over the place in the UK at the moment. So maybe this is good that we've got this windy weather, you know, because that's not going to spread these droplets everywhere. Okay, so let's get along with this. So yeah, there is this goes into inroads of you want to succeed or they want to succeed, but they're not. I feel it's them. They don't, but they're turning to drink here to get them through. They want to succeed, but they're not succeeding. And I get the King of Wands. This person, I feel, does want to be with you, but they're just not succeeding. They're not succeeding, and this is what's affecting their personality. And this person is not succeeding, and they're forever wanting justice. You know, that kind of person that blames everybody and everything because they can't get things done, and nothing ever happens to me, and nothing goes right for me, and why is it always me, and why have we got this horrible kind of you know, economic crisis in this country? Why can't it be easy? Why does it have to, you know? So this is going on with this person. Otherwise, I feel if they were successful and they were actually aiming for what they want to do, you wouldn't be having this conflict with this person. They'd say, hey, let's go and get your sofa, your soft furnishings, let's go and get that house. But I feel because this is why you've got this. If you're not together with this person, this is why. That you see, they can't be with you because they're not succeeding. That's how they see it. So that's the daily read. Okay, wow. So I'm just going to pull out. Yeah, it's quite an interesting daily read, that one. So I get here my affirmation cards. Let me do just pull out another. I did some other cards, written cards here, and then I'll do an affirmation. Let me pull out one of these cards first. Let me pull out one of these cards first for this daily read. Okay. Which is, and I handwrite these. I mean, it's crazy. I sit here for you guys and handwrite these things. So this one is saying this message here. Moving forward with a shift of a change of perspective, which will help you feel more grounded. Taking one day at a time and being present in the moment, because indecisiveness will always help you to choose the wrong choice. Before you make that choice, take some time out to think. Wow. Okay, so that is from one of my messages here that I wrote. And the affirmation for this daily read is, and I made these cards myself, the messages from the divine. So, and I also made my own for this channel. I did this for this channel. That's how much I love my channel and my community. So the affirmation here, okay. I kind of get this. You are peaceful. You are peaceful, my scraggy writing. And you have the freedom to be you. You have the freedom to be you, and you are peaceful. And that's the daily read. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here, and I've really enjoyed this session. And it's nice to get back to the old kind of schedule, but you know, because it's a live show and we're talking about anything, this will just not be regarded in YouTube on any ratings. It'll just go right to the bottom of the pile because it's not, there's nothing about it that will make it rank. So really it's just a live show for us, our community. Okay, so I'm going to say thank you everyone, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please contact me. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com. And also, if you'd like to make a donation, because you know that I'm struggling with, like a lot of channels are struggling, because I'm just doing normal things. I'm not doing the sensational, controversial kind of channels. I just can't do that. I can't do it. I have to be true to who I am. So if you do want to make a donation to support my channel, please, I put that on most of the descriptions at the bottom of my videos. You can make whatever you like just to help me so I can continue to do this channel here. And that would be great. That would really be great. Thank you. Otherwise, I'll be making nothing. I will be making nothing. So if you want your personal readings, please do. Otherwise, you can come and join us on Patreon. There's a nice community there. And I'm going to let you know about the other platforms that I'm going to create, because I can't do this I can't keep doing this anymore. Maybe just come on and do live shows where I'm never going to get ranked for this. I won't get monetized, and I'm just going to do it for the community. Then that's why I will do this. Okay, just for you guys. So thank you. We've been on here nearly 1.5 hours. Can you believe that? Thank you so much. And don't forget to, if you do get any of my videos, to leave it to run till the end, because if you click it on and say, oh, I just want to have a look, they'll see that as like it will come up on the analytics to YouTube that my video is boring, and they'll just put it at the bottom of slap it at the bottom of the pile. It will do nothing. So that'd be great if you can support me that way. Just let it run through, and that'd be fantastic. Okay, thank you all of you for being here, and thank you, love all of you. And I will get back on here live again, I think for the next 2 days, because I've uploaded on Patreon another long video. I may get tomorrow, I may just do the Master Tarot class, another one of those, maybe 1 or 2 of those tomorrow, but that'll be it. But for the next 2 days, I'm not coming on YouTube, and I won't be coming just to maybe do the master classes on Patreon, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just take a day or so to create these other platforms. Okay, so sending you lots of love and lots of blessings. Please come and have a personal reading. I'd love to read for you. And thank you, moderators, for helping with these trolls. How ridiculous are they? Oh, we don't get these on Patreon. It's all nice there. Thank you, and bye for now, guys. Oops. The world has gone mad, I think. Don't you? The world has gone mad.